What is going on, everyone? It's Gage Crazy Dog here, and today is talking about the press conference. A couple days late. I apologize. I got caught up with work and everything, so bear with me. And not only that, to make up for missed time, I will be talking about the Bucs draft and the Bucs draft that's a little less than 2 weeks now, and what I think the Bucs should get with their draft picks. So let's get to it. So let's start here. Well, the press conference I loved a lot. What I seen, it was awesome. Even our freaking safety Ken Neal. I loved how he was. He's like, man, this is home, man. This is it's great atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love the players, and I love his energy when he was talking about it because he's like, man, I'm home. And I heard, and this is good for one of two reasons. One is if he does really good, this could be a perfect opportunity to lock him down after this year because he's home, and as long as we're able to competitively pay for him, not overpay, but like just say if he does good, like maybe 100 tackles, 2 interceptions, I think it's worth re-signing. Maybe give him like I don't know, like almost maybe like 8 to 10 mil a year. I think that'd be pretty good if he has a hell of a season. And Ken knew his best seasons came in when he was a safety, and when he was the hitman for the Falcons for a lot of years. Though that name more belongs to Harrison Smith. That dude's crazy. But anyway, Ken Neal, man, I'm just really excited, and he fills the need we need at secondary. Him and Edwards will most likely be swapping time, obviously, because Edwards, you gotta get it in. But yeah, with Neal and Winfield, we're going to be money on secondary. We're filling all our needs right now. I'm loving it. Even we added another great receiver, Russell Gage. I'm really excited. He's my name twin. You gotta. It's just awesome, guys. I love how we're doing things. And then there was David. He was talking about his foot injury, and it was funny because he's like, "Oh, you're taking retired." I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I haven't even thought about that shit, man, honestly. And I love how David said that because honestly, man, like, I think with seeing his reaction, I don't think he'll only retire for a few years, at least 2 or 3, because he still has some juice in the tank. He's one of the dudes that could probably play to who's like 37, 36 type of players. Definitely got to pick up his jersey then. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We filled our offensive line spots. Well, I do want to near guard because, Stenny is a question mark at this point. And I really don't know, to be honest. Not unless we draft a guard. And I'm just, damn, guys. This is like filling our year. And, man, I think there's a few teams that had a big year, but the Bucs, they've been consistent. And Greg Allman mentioned that we signed 12 players so far this offseason. So it's been heavy hitter for us so far, and it's awesome. And we still have one more room for receiver. And I heard there's a lot of people saying Julio is going to join us because Tom Brady's recruiting him. I don't know what's taking so long to sign or what's going on with that. He hasn't visited anyone yet, so that makes sense. But yes, guys, Julio would be a great addition. I think you guys like, oh, he's old, he's all that. But Tom, when you have Tom Brady, he'll up your game. He is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. And Julio, I think you could have another good year or two because he is at the end of his career. And I believe Tom Brady could bring it out of him. Guys, we're bringing all the weapons, and I'm so excited. I love the leadership I saw in Ken Neal, and I gotta go with my dude David, man. I love his leadership, how he talks and all that. I wasn't super attached to David in the first time I watched last season because it was my first season as a Buccaneers fan, and I didn't really know much about him. So, besides his longevity of the team, which I listened to him all that. I love it, man. It's kind of hard not to like the dude. You know what I mean? And guys, I'm just so excited for this season. But enough about the press conference. Also, they've been mentioning Todd Bowles. They're glad to tradition him as a head coach. A lot of people are loving Todd Bowles right now as a head coach, and that tells you a lot about him as a coach. So I'm very excited to see him at the realm of the Todd Bowles era. I'm ready. It's my second year as a Bucs fan. I'm glad to be here. Well, let's get to draft. Okay, so Bucks been interviewing a lot of running backs as of late. Brian Robinson, Alec Pierce from Florida Gators, James Cook from Georgia. These all guys are these are top guys I'm mentioning. There's a few running backs in there, but they're not really top running backs. I'm not mentioning them. Top running backs. So what that tells me is I think we're going to be drafting a running back in the second or third round. And I'm going to tell you my projection. I don't have the fancy green screens or anything like that, unfortunately. It is something I'm looking towards next draft. I'm hoping to add in. Still not the best at computer stuff, so I'm going to be looking at improving that and give you guys a little bit better content, And watch, guys, by the next week, I should be having my Brad Johnson signed jersey in the background, so you guys will be able to enjoy that. But let's get to it. So first round, a lot of speculation. Guard, Zion Johnson. Or cornerback, Andrew Booth. McCready from Auburn, who has connections to our players, Dean and I think Minter, I believe. No, it's not Minter. Kenny Britt or Britt. I don't know his first name. So yeah, there's a lot of connections there, and he went for a visit. But I think in the first round guard, you know what I mean? Like a part of me is like, yeah, we had the perfect line, but man, it's not a number one need right now. It isn't. Or secondary is the number one need. Like people are like defense, yes, defense, but maybe not line. Like as long as we get Sue back, we should be all right. It should be all right because we got Tryon. Maybe sign a few vets, like for veteran minimum or whatever. But no. I don't think the front line in the first round. Not unless there's a surprise like Wyatt or something. But if no one's like that out there, I would say if I have McCready or Andrew Booth, I looked at him, decent stats, but I gotta go with Booth. He has even better stats than him, and he's consistent. I think he had like, I feel like I want to say 5, but I'd say it's between 3 and 5. But pretty fucking good, dude. Booth is on top, and he's in a top school. Auburn's a decent school, but Clemson's top. It is top. It's a championship team. And I really like Booth, and that's the dude I hope they get. And that's who I think they will get. Second round. This is a little optimistic, and I believe I think it's very much a possibility. People are saying, "Oh, we got enough running backs. We got Bernard. Bernard's he's towards the end of his career, and he's more like a step-on guy. He's a vet, kind of like he's in the Sean McCoy role right now." And they're like, "Oh, what about that? Or do Vaughn? What about Vaughn? Vaughn's good, but he hasn't proven that he could keep up with Fournette because he dud run, dud run. Like, dude, we don't need someone like that. We need a pass catch guy." That's why I think it's going to be James Cook in the second round. But he could. The only way I think this doesn't happen is if he gets taken early in the second round, because he won't be a first, but he'll be a second, no doubt. So I think if he's still there, we take him. I think it's going to be between him or I think it's going to be him or Alec Pierce. I do like Alec Pierce, fast dude. And he has a little size on him, I think, too. And so we don't have a third round. We lost our fifth also to we traded our we traded for Shaq Mason. Great. I don't regret that trade. I wouldn't. Fourth round. I want to say punter, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that's way too early. Not unless he's fucking phenomenal. Let's see here. Who do I think will be in the fourth round? There's lots and lots of options, but I gotta go with wide receiver. And honestly, I'm not exactly sure what receiver. It's tough. It's tough. Wide receiver. Who would I pick to get traded? I mean, to get picked by the Bucs. You know what? Honestly, it's up in the air because they interviewed a lot of guys, but it's really up in the air. Once you get in the 4th round, it's kind of hard to pick that. So I'm just gonna leave that position now. For I think wide receiver. Yes. And with our last pick, I think we only have we have 4 picks. So my last selection in the 7th round, we select a punter to replace Bradley Pinton. And it's I want to say I can't remember what college he's in, but he's the dude that's like he's the best punter in the draft, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And that's the dude I want. I think he's gonna do great, and we need a punter. We need a punter, bro. Because Pinion is he's trash. He's not good, dude. Like Pinion, if somebody you're listening to this, bro, I apologize, but. I think it's your time to go, man. I think it's your time to go, and it's time to move on. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. I hope you bucked that.